them not playing well. These guys are like, you know, cornered animals right now. You know, they have nothing to lose anymore. Even Freakazoid before this match said, we're the underdogs.
I mean, in so many ways, they have to look at it that way. Based on the results they've had, based on... I don't want to call it a lack of motivation, but just this, like, disorganized play where it's kind of like, all right, well, we're losing, whatever, who cares, I'm just going to go freestyle it. They need to look at this as the underdog and say, okay, no, we need to play our game instead of trying to look at everyone else. So many teams tend to take that model and then end up playing to their opponent's skill level, and in truth, Cloud9 should be the more skillful team here, so I like that approach. I like them looking at themselves as knowing that they're not necessarily clear-cut favorites, that they have a job to do, and starting out with the pistol T side, this is a great way to get it rolling. We've also seen some of the buy before the rest of this pause is going to sit tight. It's going to be 3 SMGs brought up, so we'll see if they can start to build economy. Also indicates that they're going to play a fast style early. And talking to Natsu about just stuff like this at PGL, he says it specifically on a map like Inferno, where utility on the CT side is so important. If you set a fast pace early over the first 5 to 6 rounds, all you can then do on T side is go, all right, we're going to slow it down. But because the CTs are so used to it, all the utilities are gone. They get used to putting them out the first 30 seconds, and then the round is yours.
Yeah, you start bleeding their Molotovs and their smokes. Yeah, that's crucial. And that's the thing. You know, Conquest the other night on this map played a very slow passive T side, and you know, if you can put pressure onto these choke points early on, like you said, in the first 30 seconds, you make them use a smoke when they don't want to. It makes things that much easier. The trick is finding a way to do that without losing players.
Obviously, on this round, it's setting a tempo. Yeah, 5 SMGs, by the way, so they have bought out 2 more. There's not a lot of utility, there's no rifles, but again, it just still sets that precedence, right? It gets inside their mind early enough, so...
Oh, nice nades. Double nade, Santa's Lodge, there's nothing he can do. He goes to car and just immediately falls. Really, really well done. And that utility, and like I said, or like we said, those 5 SMGs, that's what allows them to have those grenades. Nothing takes over one member towards the A bomb site. This is the second time he's been the dedicated Hall player for Cloud9. Still early on, we'll see how that goes into the gun rounds. But Cloud9 has all the control they could want in the world.
Interestingly, despite those early nades, they still managed to get a player behind car, which gives a bit of information, but it doesn't matter. They're losing everyone. Even with Shazam having that banana, we'll call it control, but information in that situation. Not much they can do to rotate when no one's alive to do so. Bomb goes down again for Cloud9. Sean's going to build up a pretty penny with 2 kills on that SMG. Shazam's going to try and do what he can from distance with the Deagle. It actually, technically speaking, should favor him at range with that gun, but the problem is the Deagle, as we know, it is not quite as easy to use as it previously was. Desperately, he fires away. Sean gets close enough that it won't make a difference anymore, and it